saw a moment, a sharp word, a bitter breath, a glance that stung, and you built a gallows in your mind. Quick, cold, righteous. You were so certain you knew who they were. But answer me this, little spark. Do you know what hides behind their eyes? Did you see the night they didn't speak? Because every word in their throat turned to knives. Did you feel the silence they came from? The kind that breaks you apart? I've watched kind people do cruel things just to feel safe again. I've watched trembling hands become fists, not because they wanted to hurt, but because they forgot how to ask for help. Pain doesn't always scream. Sometimes it mimics arrogance. Sometimes it looks like indifference. Sometimes it wears a face you learn to hate because hating is easier than understanding. And still, you judged. Not out of cruelty, but out of fear. It's easier, isn't it, to put people in boxes, to flatten them into a single moment, so you don't have to carry the weight of who they really are. Because if they are complicated, then maybe you are too. What if I told you they cried after you left? What if I told you they don't even like the sound of their own voice anymore? We are all made of cracked mirrors, and the worst parts we see in others are often the parts we've buried in ourselves. So when you feel that heat, that judgment rising like a wave, pause. Ask it, what wound am I trying to ignore by condemning theirs? Not every broken act is a warning. Some are invitations to see deeper, to hold softer, to forgive not because they deserve it, but because you deserve not to carry the blade. You are not made to cast shadows on others. You are made to see the flicker in someone no one else stayed long enough to notice. Not to punish their darkness, but to remind them, gently, painfully, that even the ruined can still be reached. Even the lost deserve to be found by something that doesn't flinch. Because maybe the most sacred thing you'll ever do is choose to understand when it would be easier to turn your back.